Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel Soul Journey. My name is Beck and this is Wesley. Today we wanted to talk about something that a lot of you have requested us talking about. We will be doing a camper tour when we can open this door here.
Eventually.
And when we get everything sorted out. But there was one thing you guys wanted to see more of, and that is our composting toilet, which was not necessarily in the plan, but because of certain situations, we decided let's try it. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. We already filmed the building of it, which I will put somewhere in this video, and we're also gonna do a little bit of a tour of it now that we've used it for a few weeks. Hi Sekhmet. And we're just gonna talk a little bit about the process. Wesley was the one who built most of it. And yeah, so I had watched a handful. Lady, you're in our light. You're, oh God, children, am I right? Anyway, so I had done some research on composting toilets a few years ago and watched a bunch of videos. Had you done? I think you, no?
Just with you.
Cool. But basically, we ended up being in the Northeast a lot longer than we thought. It is winter. We have no running water in our camper, which we'll do a whole video on that. But basically, we needed to have a toilet. And we thought, we were in the middle of Home Depot. And we're like, let's try it. So we looked up a video. And
It's very rudimentary.
yeah, it's pretty basic. We even wanted to paint it, but we needed a toilet sooner than we could paint it. So that will come eventually. It's currently just like free floating in our bathroom, but eventually we will actually build a little spot.
It's definitely not glamorous, that's for sure.
No, but it saves water, and it's an experience. So we've done a couple adjustments to it, which we will talk about now, I guess. And then we'll show you guys what it looks like without getting inside of it, because it is being used. I mean, we did just clean it, but like,
You don't want to see it.
it's not important. All right, so I guess first off, price. Or well, we got all the supplies at Home Depot. And there's just a few things we want to adjust still. We have a shavings bucket that we want to get a bigger one, things of that sort. So do you want to talk about the basics of like what it's built out of?
Well, we just got a 5-gallon bucket. We drilled 4 holes into the 5-gallon bucket. We got a funnel for the peeing part of that adventure with a gallon, like a little milk jug underneath where...
Not a milk jug, a water jug.
A water jug.
We don't have milk jugs here in our house.
A catchment system, which is a gallon jug.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically the funnel goes into that gallon jug, and that's where you know, your number one. And then we lay
And that's
cedar
on
bedding.
attached to the front of the bucket.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've been using zip ties to hold it all together because we're not tearing apart our camper until we get on the road and get stationary for a little bit. So it's basically just sitting in there.
In front of our other toilet, which is not being used. And then we have the toilet seat on top. And we are still using the, like the camper toilet paper because it breaks down
It's fast
easier.
dissolving, so it's more eco-friendly.
And we're using the, you said cedar shavings.
I'm pretty sure it's cedar.
And we just got that from like the pet store section, which we just got a giant bag. What was it, like $8? Yeah. So price wise, we kind of like guesstimated it was probably around like $40 because the bucket was like $5. The funnel was a couple bucks. Zip ties, the water jug we already had because we're needing it for our water. And the toilet seat was what, $10?
Yeah.
And we have a longer toilet seat, or as close as we could, so we could get both the funnels. Yeah. The biggest thing I would say as a woman, currently, because it's not like situated, it like I have to like hover to go number one. So if you have any like disabilities or whatever, like this is probably not the system for you. Another thing that we really wanted was keeping our liquids and our solids separate, because that really helps with smell. A lot of people ask like, oh, well, does it smell? no, it doesn't, which is kind of amazing. See, everybody says that in the videos, and I don't think anyone actually believes it. So you're just gonna have to do it yourself to find out, but it does not smell from our experience. And the way we get the liquids to not smell is we put, it was actually a recipe we saw in the original video we saw, which is a Blue Dawn dishwashing liquid in the bottom and white vinegar. And it pretty much
You can't even smell the vinegar either, so it's
Yeah.
not like overbearing.
No, it's really good. And before we take the jug out to dump it, I put a little bit of vinegar through the funnel just to make sure it's clean.
Rubber gloves are kind of a necessity.
Yeah, and
That goes
so...
without saying.
So yeah, so going number one, if you don't have it like situated, you have to stand up, whether you're a guy or a girl. So it is a little bit like cumbersome, but you do get used to it. But you can sit down for your other business, which is
Well, as for guys,
nice.
unless you have spot on aim, you're probably going to have to get down onto your knees to use it. So
it's
hopefully
like,
you got good knees.
yeah. So it's definitely not something you want to do if like you're going to struggle with that physically. Or, you know, just set up a system where it is really secure and, you know, whatever works for you. But yeah, it's super basic because we needed it. I mean, it's definitely not like Wesley was saying, it's not glamorous. But I've always wanted a composting toilet, so it's kind of an exciting adventure. But yeah, we literally watched the video in Home Depot and we're like, we can do that. And we just bought the supplies. I would say we probably have to empty the liquids jug probably like every 2 days, maybe?
Just about.
Yeah, and the back part probably every like 2 or 3 days.
Depending.
Ish? Yeah. Depending on
the first
use.
week, I mean, it was about a week.
Well, that's because we were also like using someone else's bathroom as well. Because we were taking showers somewhere else and all that as well. But if we're using it consistently, yeah, probably every couple days. I would say it holds probably what, like 4 uses?
Yeah, 4 or 5, roughly.
Yeah, so it's not bad. And it really doesn't smell. And we have the litter box in the bathroom as well, and it's doing pretty good. This is Sekhmet. She's
The star of the show.
she's in heat right now because we need to get her fixed. And so she's a little friendlier than normal. Hi, lady. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think. Wesley goes deep into the woods to dump the back part. When you were saying like it's almost like there's nothing there when you dump it, which is really cool. And then we just go out to like to the edge of the woods or whatever to dump the liquids. So that's pretty cool. And we use the Dawn dishwashing liquid, so it's fairly eco-friendly. And then the vinegar. So it's really easy to do that. Anything else? I'm trying to think.
About the basics. It's
Probably.
not that hard to create. It's 10 minutes worth of work. And yeah.
And we didn't even have any tools even. Like you just like, what'd you do for
I
it?
used a Phillips screwdriver to make the holes.
In the bucket. So like obviously you need a little
A reamer of some sort. To
yeah.
create some holes.
And muscles of some sort. Okay. Let's do a little very quick tour of the actual thing itself from far back.
Should I take it out?
No, I'll just go in there. It's
Okay.
fine. And like I said, we did film, which is probably going to be through... I haven't edited on this foam thing yet, so I don't know if I can like overlay it or... You're going to find out! If you have any questions, definitely comment them down below. So we're going to show you whatever footage we have before, after, I don't know. I might cut this out. But yeah, if you have any questions, or concerns or anything like that, definitely comment them down below. Yeah, like I said, what did I say how much it was? Around like $40, right?
$40, yeah.
It was not bad. So even if you're like low on money, this is a fairly easy thing to make. And that was including the bucket for the oh, that's another thing. We have a bucket with shavings and a scoop. So every time you go to the bathroom, you just cover it up, kind of like a cat, and it works. So yeah, we have the scoop. The little bin was a couple dollars. The shavings, you know, the vinegar, the soap. So really, in total, it was about $40. And so, and the shaving bag, we've been using it for what, like 3 weeks now, 3-4 weeks.
It's been a month.
And I don't even think we've gone halfway
Not
through
even
the
halfway
shavings.
through,
Yeah,
no.
and that was like $8 at Walmart. So that was like really easy. I think you use gloves when you dump the. Do you use? Yeah. rubber gloves.
Just be clean.
Yeah.
Sanitary.
Yeah. And I also, when I'm putting the soap in the jug, and it will kind of adjust, get a big funnel. It will adjust, but when I put it in, I actually dump the soap through the funnel into the jug and stuff. It just keeps it on the cleaner side. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want to follow more of our journey, we're definitely going to have more camper stuff in the future as we get more comfortable and situated and on the road. We're super excited. So definitely, if you're interested in that, subscribe. Yeah. And if you want to check out our other social media links, they're in the description. Wesley's Instagram is in there along with mine. I have my Etsy shop where I do readings. And if you want to support us more consistently, we do have a Patreon as well. And a TikTok. So many things. So yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, let us know. And yeah. All right. We'll show you the toilet. Okay, bye. Bye. So what are you doing?
Breaking up a hole.
I love how much of a disaster there is behind you. People, this is real camper life. None of that organized stuff.
No. Who doesn't like some chaos in their life?
This is real life. So what are you doing right now with this hole?
I'm adding holes.
For a pee funnel. And then a lid of a toilet seat.
Still love how you're wearing Mario's shirt and my jacket. Don't mind the mess over here. We're still, what's the word I'm looking for?
Moving in.
Downsizing.
Oh, that too. Yeah, see, who needs to go out and get a drill bit? We're doing this cheap. Just gotta put a little bit of muscle behind it.
Our tutorial will be the best tutorial. As I put my...
tutorial without an injury, right?
Don't jinx it, dude.
I'm already bleeding, I mean.
Why?
Because I was dealing with the poop shoot.
Now that we cleaned up the back, it now looks like we're actually... God dang it. I still have that... That's a part... No, you know what? This is all a part of the tutorial. So this is our first go. We watched one tutorial. I've actually watched several a long time ago. But when we come up with modifications, which I'm sure we will update you and or during this video, because I'm sure we'll not post this video for like a week or two before we post. Or before we, yeah. We will not post it for a week or two until we've like really used the things. Right?
Right.
How many holes are you adding to the bucket?
4.
Is there a rhyme and reason to this?
Security. I don't want to be taking a poop and fall.
Now that you've put the holes in, give me an idea of what you're looking to do. Ignore the dishes that I just pointed out. Now that... That's it. That's the whole thing.
This is the general concept, yes.
Okay. The holes.
Oh, the holes.
What is the plan?
The holes.
Yeah, so give me a rundown of your plan there.
First, we
Again, ignore the mess behind. Now that we've moved, what is your general plan for our new toilet, our composting toilet?
I'm gonna be zip tying. Ooh, that's like a perfect fit.
Nice.
Nice. I'm gonna be zip tying the toilet seat
To the bucket.
to the bucket.
But I think we're gonna have to put it back a little farther, yeah?
Like that.
No, the bucket. The bucket a little farther.
I can't do it.
What do you mean you can't do it?
I can't do it.
Why?
I can't do it.
And we're back. So, What a fantastic looking toilet. Are you excited to utilize this toilet? We actually have a toilet in our camper.
We have a toilet. It's just not functioning.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate cheap way to make a composting toilet. We're gonna zip tie the seat on.
Eventually we will be doing wood and actually making a whole thing. It'll be nice.
But
and
when
we'll
you're
take
on a budget.
Right. And when we're taking we're eventually going to take out the camper toilet and have this in its place, or we might just buy a composting toilet at that point. But right now we are composting toilet on a budget, ladies and gentlemen, and that is what we are bringing to you here today from the Soul Journey crew. I have a cat. Step 2 is zip tie the toilet seat to the bucket. I want to note, if it wasn't obvious already, that we have never done this before. So, if you're watching this, because obviously we're not going to upload this if it doesn't work. So, if you're watching this, know that this wasn't the worst idea ever.
I could name off several other ideas I've had that were worse than this.
I can believe that.
You can vouch for me.
Yeah. And cat.
Alright, so we're gonna have to like do it like this.
Do we have to?
What other option do we have?
We have now successfully decided what we're doing with the pee funnel. Do we have a better name for it? Oh god, whatever that was, I hated it. Did it work?
Yeah, I didn't completely destroy it.
Whee! The one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that you do not want, hi Sekhmet, is a crack in your pee funnel. I mean, we've all been there, right?
Point
And
that bit down so she don't get stabbed.
Yeah, that would suck. Are we gonna cut those?
No, I'm leaving them on there, you know, kind of like...
Just to make it interesting.
Just to make it interesting.
And then we are putting,
Inserting more zip ties.
inserting more zip ties. To say this project is janky would be an understatement. Threading one in the back of the toilet. Now, eventually we will paint this. I know. We will paint this a nice green color. Now, as much as you might all be bothered by this, we're just gonna let the pee go onto the floor. I mean, I think that's just the obvious solution, don't you?
I mean, that's what I already do.
I mean, who doesn't like a little pee floor? So, the bottle's right here.
Oh, yeah, bottle. Pig. Canister. Boop.
Oh god, is it even? Is it working? Is it secret? Is it safe?
The sacred canister.
Sacred canister! Sacred canister! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the general setup. I think she's looking classy AF. We're gonna show you how to use it in a second.
How am I supposed to do that and be internet friendly?
And now for safety, cut the sharp bits off, you know, cause logic.
And make more sharp bits.
Woo woo! I love some sharp bits.
Sharp bit.
Oh no, Disney's now gonna come and sue us. That nice sun flare there. Again, ignore the mess! Oh, that's what we're gonna use for our, what is it called?
What?
The wood shavings. What did they call it?
Oh,
It's the composting stuff. It's gonna make...
It covers up the smell and you bury your poo. It's neat stuff right there.
my gosh, look at that. We have a toilet, ladies and gentlemen. One that is not affected by weather. Should I try sitting on it?
Hey, go for it.
So, for those of you who have never used a toilet, let me demonstrate. No, there will be no peep show here. We are just going to show you. I've never done this before. Did you sit like this? I'm already uncomfortable by the prospect of what I'm gonna have to do. And then I think you just kind of scoot forward like this. Oh my God! Hopefully it doesn't fall over. And then you just kind of hope that the butt is big enough. Yep, that's how you do it. Oh, I mean, there's other stuff, but we'll show you that later. All right, you guys, so this is our composting toilet. As you can see, our regular camper toilet is right there. We keep our dishwashing liquid there and our, ignore the litter box, our vinegar there. And we have our little shavings box here with our little scoop, our necessities. We're not using water right now, so it's a journey. So one thing we didn't mention is we did get these, they're actually just like car mats, and we have them on the floor here in case there's any like spillage or anything like that. We have had that happen a couple times. You know, we didn't empty the jug soon enough. You know, not a big deal. It wasn't a huge issue. But anyway, so we have this just to cover, but we have our bottle back here. You can see like the funnel. We have the bucket back here. The funnel just goes in there. I'm not going to show you inside. Like I said, it's being used. But this is just tie wrapped. I'm just going to show you the funnel in the front here. You can see the funnel is right there, and you've got the bucket in the back there. Super easy. It's attached. I'm going to show you the making of it. So I'll show you how you do it. But it's tie wrapped in the back there. Wesley is very good at that. He does have to undo the tie wraps every time he empties it and then reattaches it. So it's a little different every time. But yeah, it's working really well for what we need it to do. It is a little awkward at first, but it's just an experience. So if you want to try out composting, I do recommend it. Different shavings work for different people. We like the cedar because it smells better. You know, or it smells fragrant. So if there's any smell, it really covers it really well. But yeah, it's working out awesome. So again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. When we do like a really deep clean of it, sometimes we might actually like show you the whole thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome night. All right, bye.